Hello everyone and welcome to my Week 3 budget presentation. This week we'll focus on budget types and formats. As a quick overview, we'll quickly talk about the City of Burbank's fiscal year 24-25 budget, the budget format that they used, the advantages and disadvantages of the type and format that they used, as well as my recommendation at the end. As a quick overview of the city of Burbank is an urban community in Los Angeles County. It has approximately 42,000 households and about 12,400 businesses within the city. It is a full-service city, and it operates under a council-manager structure. As you can see here, the general fund budget for fiscal year 24-25 is $258.7 million, and their total appropriations is $872 million. In terms of the budget type and format that the City of Burbank uses, it looks like they use a combination of formats between line item budgeting and program budgeting. Line item budgeting is characterized by unique account codes or object codes to itemize the types of budgets that they have. And as you can see on the Administration and Accounting Services Division budget on this slide, salaries are itemized and budgeted for separately from the materials, supplies, and services. In addition to that, the City of Burbank also has a capital improvement program budget. And a program budget displays budgetary appropriations regardless of the funding type that they use. And as you can see on this example, for the Dick Clark Dog Park, there are multiple funding sources that this program will use. And it doesn't necessarily itemize what amount of it is salaries, materials, supplies, or construction. There are various advantages and disadvantages to using a combination of line item budgeting and program budgeting. Line item budgeting, rooted in showing detailed line item expenditures, typically through specific accounts or object codes, encourages detailed transparency and accountability. It is a very detailed form of presentation, but one advantage of this type of budgeting is that it provides detailed guidance on what can and cannot be spent. In fact, a study in Denmark in 2015 has shown the positive effects that a line item budget can have on creativity. It provides a framework in which to operate that doesn't create confusion or open up spending to too many options. Similarly, in public spending, line item budgets can provide the framework needed to eliminate any confusion on how funds are to be spent. Line item budgets using historical data as the base also has its advantages. Line item budgeting using incremental budgeting methods have been used as part of governmental budgeting, and it highlights any incremental changes up or down for a government entity as it anticipates its needs changing. This emphasizes financial accountability and responsiveness to policy changes. However, some might actually say that the traditional line item method discourages flexibility and may promote potential inefficiencies if outputs aren't measured. Burbank also uses a form of program budgeting. A study done at RMIT University showed that one of the advantages of using program-based budgeting is that it can be easier to determine the financial implications of expanding or contracting a program. In terms of my recommendations, line item and program budgets have long been used by governmental agencies because they work. I would recommend the City of Burbank continue this combined approach. Line item budgeting not only encourages accountability and transparency, but it also makes financial reporting easier. Local agencies get their resources from counties, state, and federal agencies, and a line item budget that shows actual expenditures are actually usually required for reporting purposes. Keeping this model works not only on the planning side, but also on the reporting side. This slide lists out the resources and the references that I used for this presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to receiving your feedback and hearing about your presentations. Thanks, and have a great day.